Hey everybody, thanks for joining us here on 9 News Watch. I'm Chris Bianchi. We're going to take a look back at the week that was. A 5-vehicle crash left one person dead near Loveland Pass back on Tuesday night, and it shut down I-70 between Loveland Pass and Silverthorne. Colorado State Patrol got the call around 10:47 p.m. on Tuesday night, and according to troopers, one car caught fire after the initial crash. Traffic was detoured on U.S. Highway 6 or Loveland Pass, and they couldn't have both lanes reopened until about 3:30 on Wednesday afternoon. For Colorado, the first Monday of October is not Columbus Day, but Cabrini Day. The holiday is named for Mother Cabrini, a missionary who left her home in Italy to help disadvantaged peoples. Now this year, our reporter Katie Eastman took over 300 steps to Cabrini's statue in Golden, and here's that story from back on Monday.
The path to get there is the same. 373 steps up.
You glad you made it up the stairs?
I did. I'm doing great so far.
The people walking all have this hike in common on the first Monday of October.
Those steps are something else. I took my time, but I made it. How about you? I noticed you did a little puffing.
But each person at the top of the Mother Cabrini shrine holds a different reason for making the journey.
I'm off for Mother Cabrini Day, actually.
Brian thought, why not visit the place that honors the woman the state holiday is named for?
Mary Folkers.
Kim traveled from Nebraska. She visits every year, hoping to glimpse her own miracle.
I gotta say this prayer to St. Francis Cabrini for Mike.
Kay and Doris Lynn are here for each other.
Gift of life and love.
Kay prays for a son with kidney cancer.
David.
And Doris Lynn for her husband, who passed away last month.
And to see the heart, this is another sign he's sending.
Katie Eastman, 9 News.
That is definitely good exercise for a good cause. Head over to CabriniDay.com. Again, that's CabriniDay.com for more information on the holiday and read Katie's full story over at 9news.com. One woman in Louisville is showing her dedication to both Halloween and the Olympics. Emily Wright calls this setup in her backyard the Skelly Olympics. She's placed it here because her house backs up to a local walking path, and Emily says that she changes the display every day, and she's got plenty of ideas to fill the month. Emily has done this for 3 straight years, but she's extremely dedicated to keeping it up during the pandemic since people are outside more, of course. So far, the Skellys have moved into the Olympic Village. They've even gotten COVID-19 tests and gone through the opening ceremonies. How about that? Next, I'll have your weekend weather forecast. And take a look at that forecast. We are going to be looking at some busier weather this weekend, and that'll last into next week. Let's start things out by taking a look at those conditions for your Friday night. Temperatures drop back to 50 degrees. That's the calm side. It's tomorrow when temps rise on up into the mid-70s, but it'll be accompanied by some gusty winds here in the Denver area, and you get into the mountains. If you're doing some of that last-second leaf peeping, it does look to be a bit on the rainy and snowy side. Best chances for showers, and including the possibility for some snow showers, will be north and along and north of I-70. So if you're, again, heading up to the mountains for your Saturday, here's a look at those high temperatures, stuck in the 40s in the mountains, 70s and 80s. You head out onto the eastern plains. Winds could be a little gusty for us as we get through your Saturday as well. Some gusts could get up to 30 to 40 miles an hour. Most of us, though, kind of 15 to 20 miles an hour. So again, you'll notice an extra breeze and some gustier winds. That jet stream forecast, though, that is system number 1, the one over the Midwest. That's the first system that'll impact this weekend. Next week, though, Tuesday and Wednesday, a stronger and more significant storm impacts us in Colorado. But the big story for us here in Colorado, and especially in the Denver area, now is the time to winterize your home. Could be looking at our first freeze next week. Those fall leaves will go bye-bye with those winds and some of that snow in the mountains as we get into next week. The mountains could be in for a hefty snow, especially along and north of I-70. Some spots could pick up close to a foot of snow before all is said and done. In Denver, meanwhile, this is going to be just a social media snow where maybe a few flakes, that'll about do it for us here in Denver on Tuesday and Wednesday. Worst case scenario, we're looking at perhaps a little bit of slushy accumulation, but it shouldn't impact us much at all. 7-day forecast looks like this. This is, of course, for Denver. Those temperatures staying on the cool side for Tuesday and Wednesday. Until then, we're in the 60s and 70s for your weekend. So hopefully it gives you a bit of a good idea about what to expect for the weekend. Now, our video of the week comes from Jeff Stewart in Netherlands, where he caught a moose out leaf peeping. So, yes, it's not just for humans. And by the way, you've only probably got a few more days to get out and do some of that leaf peeping because of that winter storm that I was mentioning that's coming next week. So get outside and enjoy it. That moose certainly did the trick back last week. By the way, of course, send us your photos or videos using Near Me on the 9 News app to see them featured perhaps right here on 9 News Watch. Well, that's going to do it for your 9 News Watch look back for this week. Join us here on Monday for your midday update and download the 9 News app to get those top stories throughout the course of the weekend. Have a great weekend. We'll see you right back here next week. I'm Chris Bianchi, and again, have a great weekend.